All right. The mama kwa baby at the bar Pepe Suarez channel so YouTube. The dama say abrenya bibiano. Money yen edi jumano. You better to the asremu say subscribe to your channel no ede amaye. Na abribia the video beto no so activate the notification na. Ubenya alert na waba abehwe. Yes, ye pese uba na obeka ye busu yakodo mu. Ti bomoden say subscribe to channel no. O subscribe a enye din. It is as easy as ABCD. Once you are watching, you must subscribe. Egu screen na se o. O de unsa e kape na ten na ko subscribe. Se di no eba ebetwa to a di eba ebetwa to a. It just officially what be a member of the Pepe Suarez family. And then once you are an official member of the Pepe Suarez family, na e ko yenim. Eti bomo say obe subscribe to your channel no e de amaye. Ni room our Sante Kotoko. The goalkeeping issues surrounding Asante Kotoko. Kotoko Eshe season has with 3 goalkeepers. During the January transfer window, Amukofa Bako Bekao Amane 4. A likely Asante Kotoko will be left with just 1 goalkeeper after the season. Now, Ebabwa Mwa issues near Dian. Then possibly who are the goalkeepers? About replace the departing ones. We any story you discuss about. You benya butre ni ayen kanka. Nti se onso wo adwenkyere bi e de efa ho a na wo adwenkyere e de aba. Kotoko starting season with 3 goalkeepers. During the January transfer window, omo de ba ko be kan wo ma na ye 4. But ye bo season ewia a likely say e be ka ba ko pe. E ka ba ko a Kotoko e de about 3 new goalkeepers about become changing a whole department. If you take percentage wise, na offer goalkeepers, Mako and 9 na come back when I say 75% of the goalkeepers na echo, naka 25. Then you bring in new goalkeepers. Ababwa. Asante Kotoko new goalkeepers target no my target no. We have the list. Ya won't kakra e the amount. Is it easy to get those targets? And what will be the decisions of the IMC and the technical department of Asante Kotoko? We and then Koma, AD. And then Thursday, it is the 5th of June 2025. It's young wada June neda tosu inum and share at the Juadina at the Ebro. Can I say Pepe Suarez channel no and the share at the Juadina at the Eba. So, as I said, my main chance here and free this season, no. Asante Kotoko no more goalkeeper. And the Frederick Asare or that. Frederick Asare was there. Can I say last 2 seasons? Now Asante Kotoko or Danlat, Frederick Asare, Fatao, the young goalkeeper, any other goalkeepers. But a brass season, I couldn't ever be chance. Season here, Kotoko had Frederick Asare. Then they brought in Kamara Muhammad, the Guinean. Or no, every Guinea ever come. Asante Kotoko, omo youth team goalkeeper, Fatao Seidu, omo Nico loan, our future stars in Division 1. Fatao had returned to join the club, Asante Kotoko. So that was the 3 goalkeepers Kotoko at the started season. And Mobakaya, I did videos, I kept saying, say, you have 3 goalkeepers and more a full season. 3 goalkeepers, they have more a full season. They bet me a backfire at some point because injury bar and as a suspension bar, you'll be left with only 2 goalkeepers. And again, you can have issues with that. And definitely, Yana, you're the 4 and a full season. So, in the course of the season, during the January transfer window, Asante Kotoko, a goalkeeper, the Benjamin Twum, every young apostles at the count. So, they got 4 goalkeepers, about 9, which is the norm. The normal thing team be so we at least 4 goalkeepers. Sometimes 4 goalkeepers, you quite action because you have your first choice and goalkeepers will be about the entire season. Oh, your injury, oh, your suspension. To bet them. This is sometimes coach decided say your this game nti ma me emfa we ni madam no no so nya experience aka ne ade ma ebi mo ebam sa na ya na eche nya sa the first two na and a match day first two na a match day and so obi so ba just and yes our top 4 on fanya hwe but I've told you this season for instance on say at a point Frank Asare apply at a point Kamara ekoje red card Kotoko eko nsu atre no it one Kamara kwaje red card no e be Frank Asare and Benjamin Twum what I say and afina omo eba match day na Frank Asare adam so assuming say at that time to Fred apply and now say Benjamin Twum ekonya suspension na so apply then the first choice no red card is serve a lengthy suspension. Now say o second choice and so ebenya injury. Now the third choice but they still let you be tarnished. It normally they fall there. I na sa energy but even though the third and the fourth choice may not get games elsewhere. On me at the cup matches to say England a lot of cup matches and France on both 2 domestic cup matches no. Omo etimi Emma omo nyina enya bi ba the FA Cup, the league, and probably when you are playing in Africa, you have that opportunity. 3 competitions at best. But sir, I am no ewa. Now, my main fan to just say, Kotoko, Captain Frederick Asare, the contract issues to date. Another meeting has not been convened. Another meeting has not been convened as we speak. Meeting for Bia and Masubi. And the Ekeka Koya, we have 2 weeks to end the league or the season. See a bow weekend we now Sante Kotoko Boy FA Cup New Year officially. The season has ended. And we player aka less than we are in June, right? So July, I guess probably 2 months our contract. So now at this point in time, meeting to extend the contract and Maswa, it looks likely that Frederick Asare will leave. Frederick Asare. So fast terrace out of Kotoko 4 goalkeepers, no. Fast terrace to Frederick Asare ADO. It looks likely Asare will not be part of Asante Kotoko going into the next season. And no, very, very, very likely. Number one, I don't know. So if Asare should leave, then Kotoko 4 goalkeepers, no, in fact, Mami Fantu as a goalkeeper, already he will stay. Kamara, the Guinean goalkeeper, he will stay and even extend his contract with Asante Kotoko. He signed a 2-year deal. Or bought 1 season and everybody we just a kabako. The management air plan is of the money 2-year extension at the contract no, so that a branch of the thing at the Camara. Ebenya 3 years with Asante Kotoko. That is discussions are at advanced stage. So he is expected to stay. And Asare is expected to leave because much circumstances at the actual. So baby a dream 2 months to the end of the contract. The last meeting, well over a month ago, and we are meeting. Now, conclusive. And on the part of Frank Asare and the management, I say, Mpenifo Kason Besa Flow Mobile, but a basic sabri, one of flow. Deep throat sources at Kotoko indicate that Mpenifo Enimza branch and on extended. So sometimes you don't even waste your time engaging a player who say, or make up the mind, waste your time. So that meeting has not been held. And we don't expect the meeting to be held again. It's just a Frederick Asare will leave. That is the first one as to those who are leaving. Number 2, Benjamin Twum. Benjamin Twum was suspended by head coach and technical director. Head coach to technical director. And I say acting coach and technical director Karim Zito. Zito. Or because a club no suspended. Now the reason for suspension, I've told you say it's sonin your masopa. It's sonin your maso. We hear that Obreki camp rules by bringing in a visitor when at that time no untimi emfa visitor ma. You see why yeah. You can't say yeah. So you are setting rules at your mom. If free abrese that say you could see that say which mean visitor. But if free sabri emfa visitor emma. And so Benjamin Twum, per the information that I have, at the visitor by at the timer na enya ebra utumi enya visitor e wo camp and so obreki sa rules no mama nyina na menkasem bi emfantre echitafo ne se sa enkomo about obi ye masem obi di oba ba camp ne sa anyoma no ya monye careful kakra with it sabe when players are living on their own for instance senka Kotoko esan na Kotoko ema accommodation bia wa ko han dan sabe nka player bi wa ebi onko na girlfriend ti menya sure say so okoto say player na girlfriend etia e no chere say player na untimi mobo yenya na sa players be aware a mo bo football at the highest level players be are attached to their girlfriends or a partner. They keep playing football at the highest level. The number of times they may have sex, you have no idea. No, yeah, I mean, former someone go be. But I'll stick to the fact that, see, I say, a dase, a brace, yam fa visitor ma, now the visitor bar, what tomra, and no aid the issue. Not so bad, Antonio bar, Obidio bar, Kodanis, Tanyo Manum. No. More follow me for quite some time. Those are issues that, for me, are quite remote, very, very material. What if the player is married and staying with the wife, or the player is engaged and staying with the girlfriend? And no problem. But problem is a branch of a boom. It's likely say Twum no Kotoko ebemana kolo Benjamin Twum because I think a child park or be as a still coach Abdul Karim Zito any satisfied. A child park or super, but Abdul Karim Zito any satisfied. So if the coach is still not satisfied with all the apologies abana, then it look likely sa branch no ebe loan. Uncle loan no na Kotoko elusu a second goalkeeper. So if Eric Asare extend which doesn't look likely that he will extend, he will go. Then Benjamin Twum and so twice no ko. Na me nu kono no. Makata za ba ko stay. Fatao Seidu very very inactive this season. I'm FA Cup game back on the die. FA Cup. And that should be Kotoko versus Accelerate. So division 2 side now Kotoko ball the round of 32. No? I know a branch did Fatao Seidu and a die. It is the only competitive game that he has kept this season. So he looks very, very, very inactive. And so management were planning on shipping him out, not Wakwako experience, Wakwako Debbie. And they would love it. Premier League team said the last time Okolo no Okoda Division 1. If they could get a Premier League team where their goalkeeper Fatao a bit more active, Kakotobe Manako Abonte, no Akako active Ediaba. Not just a Kamara, Frederick Asare, Fatao Seidu, Benjamin Twum, Abeka Kamara pe. And so if you check Sadia we are, that's a goalkeeping department. 75% of personnel will leave, 25 will stay, which is the only goalkeeper, Kamara staying and 3 going. And none of me busa say, Ubo season back na 4 goalkeepers, the mummy and Sakwa, Ebeboa. Benjamin Twum asamono, and Penny Foka enye because Benjamin Twum a national goalkeeper at the time of Kotono. National under 20 on a first choice goalkeeper. On the day poem, Emma Ghana, the African Games in Sambakaya. I ask my car any yana because be a Benjamin Twum penny age, no. Say, or a third choice goalkeeper because he's young, yana and how papa. But Okofa experienced goalkeeper be a balance or no baba your third choice. It can and it could create problems. At Asante Kotoko, in the last 10-15 years, goalkeeping has never been a problem for Kotoko. At every point in time, you dem no a national team goalkeeper. Mbeka time na Sulama e Kotoko number 1. No Sansi number 1 edema the Burkina Faso national team. No that edema Burkina. Ofri ho na Isaac Amako beba, adata na Isaac Amako national team goalkeeper. Na Kotoko Joseph Ado, ono so no national team goalkeeper. O de and so am be na mu national team goalkeepers. Abranchen did Eric Ofrenchi Alawa at national team. No Kotoko goalkeeper. No mo tete bench kra. Felix Anan, you talk about Danlad Ibrahim, Kwame Ba, name them. Just name them. National team goalkeepers are best in Koruntari, Tegu, Baby. Inti Kotoko they don't get problems with goalkeeping. In the last 10-15 years, mean Kaiser Asante Kotoko, and a goalkeeping crisis that. Me kai the days of Pokunti, Ebra Mukofa, not Felix Anano, na Izika Mwako, na Joseph Ado, and a Felix Anan. So Felix Sulama, Isaac Mwako, and then Nesto Abai. So they had 4 goalkeepers also. And for first started some more Kasa. Now, surprisingly, goalkeepers, you know, a prior. The Kaiser Kotoko Ekobo game, I think it was Kotoko versus Liberty. Na Pokunti Kajem the Pepe. On some go for by attack, yes, I to goalkeepers, we say, you know, they pray. It is an Kanya, and so am available. Can wine and Ekoda. Sometimes you do that. Okay, so we are the goalkeepers now. Now, who are the possible replacements? On this channel, you hear a story about Razak Abalora coming back to Asante Kotoko. Razak Abalora. On this channel, my body, Aziz Haruna Darri, Adi Achrem. Aziz Haruna Darri. Then the other day, me mentioned Emmanuel Kobi. But me mention Emmanuel Kobi, me catch him say, it does not look likely. Emmanuel Kobi signed a 3-year contract with Bibiani Gold Stars. And then Bibiani and Ekoji League, or G League or Kobo Champions League. How do you convince Emmanuel Kobi? Say, free Bibiani Gold Stars ever track on bench. Highly and extremely impossible. Even though the word impossible does not exist. But the likelihood we say Besino, it will form because we're the first choice. Aside being the first choice, or send him go there and Okoba Champions League. How do you tell him to Nyai and Obako to say, be evaluate because goalkeepers will say Kamara be number 1. Until that move no extremely difficult for it to happen. Now, Yamo Haruna Aziz Darri, whose contract with Bichim either the last weeks in the month of July or the first week of August. Now, granted, Aziz Haruna Darri, a contract na Abewiye. Aziz is also the captain for Bichim United and or WWO, Bichim United captain. So when you want to bring Aziz, the analysis Aziz is being at Bichim. I am a national team goalkeeper. At Bichim, a national team goalkeeper. Now, sorry, be a first choice goalkeeper and captain. Who are the options? Now, what are my chances? Goalkeeper to Eden pa because me say auto center backs 4. Emu mienu nyensa TV start 1 game. Auto right backs mienu ni nyina TV start game to Bobako as right back, no Bobako as a forward. Auto strikers 4. Emu nyensa TV bo game. Goalkeepers there. Yamfa mienu nyensa nyina park so at a time. Baako na bedam. So the considerations thereof niana a dos. And they made the camp of Haruna, Aziz, Darri, especially when they heard Kotoko, Epe, Razak, Abalora, Asamana Babakno. Or you know, say if there is Kamara, there's Razak, Abalora, maybe from the captain of Bichim United, maybe a 3rd choice goalkeeper or Kotoko. There be. And note, not just Kotoko and Epe goalkeeper, and other clubs as I interested in. I don't know, or your analysis now. The option is that will be my first choice or second choice. So why will I become the 3rd or 4th choice at Kotoko? That's a difficulty. So I branched the Aziz Diano. Ejina. Senanka Kotoko maintain omu goalkeeping department. No. And bia Asare Kunjomo Peba Kwaba. Then and Kabranche be to replace Asare. No about second choice fighting to be the first choice. But when you need to fight with bia 4 equally good goalkeepers and experienced goalkeepers, the fight becomes extremely difficult. You see, and what you know, Mumfa Steris and Twum, a medical Steris up to Emmanuel Kobi diano. Afe, Ofa Abranche bi etise Razak Abalora. For Razak Abalora, why could call goalkeeper than number 1 goalkeeper, the more demo Emma Asante Kotoko a transfer. In fact, Okolo Razak Abalora deal no, na have a pass. He went on loan. And Okolo names club, we hear say almost terminated the loan agreement. That he did not come back. He joined another club, and name say Kotoko enya sika. If you Razak Abalora, it did no one when he left Kotoko. I don't know. I'll make checks. Inti Razak Abalora, eba beka Kamara ho a, who two first choice goalkeepers, experienced goalkeepers. Baako dem na baako to bench enye bad cry. But then who become the third choice and the fourth choice? And no there, my dream is either you go for a goalkeeper, you go down a banner, you better to say or a third choice or fourth choice, any problem. And I say up and coming goalkeeper, up and coming. And in terms say as Antekoko, Mpenifo Bibi at the farm, a branch of Benjamin Chum, the only be ya. Benjamin Chum will agree to be the third choice because of his age, 19 years. Fatao Seidu obviously would need action, and I agree. So we call but they be what the young goalkeeper beba into meaning some pay for be promote the youth team goalkeeper no bako ed naba no be the fourth choice but they be anka Kotoko goalkeepers Kamara, Abalora, Haruna, Aziz Darri, Kobi. It will not work. It will simply not work. So that Kobi may not even be part of match day squad. So that Haruna Darri will not be part of match day squad because they be a match day squad na Kamara and Abalora. The two goalkeepers in match day. So clearly, this could be a problem. And I think that the technical team ought to sit now on resolve your deal. Some of the money got two goalkeepers be so entire. The goalkeepers are also doing their calculations. Obi abe friend be a Kotoko yes. Be krana nisika oje e on team no obo. Oh yeah times 6 times 8 e dia man. Tisika na ye. But of course, once or debut on the team no or your first choice on the team no, the consideration never back say hey, me kwa kontra bench. I'm kontra bench me progression ya day. These are genuine issues that will come up and we expect say for a bit delay with all these issues through discussions. It is some technical goalkeeping issues, and I'm breaking it down at the amount and that Thursday. Thank you so much for watching us. We are grateful that you keep watching us. God bless you.